Hey, what's up, everybody? ZackAttack from 93.5 Max, and I've got a very special guest with me. She's in the main event of UFC on ESPN Plus this Saturday night against the karate hottie Michelle Waterson. She is the former UFC women's strawweight champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Hello, Joanna.
Good morning, Zach. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. It's fantastic to talk to you. I've had you on in the past. It's great to have you on again, getting ready for you to come back. I'm finally ready to see you in that cage again.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So sorry it took a while. I took a longer break, but definitely JJ is back, and I needed the rest. I needed to reset my body physically, mentally, and even before my last fight, what was the beginning of December with Valentina Shevchenko in Toronto, Canada, I decided to take a break after the fight, and I did that, and I got to the point where I wanted to be. It's not like I didn't feel the fire anymore or motivation, but definitely I feel more, I feel more motivated, I feel more power, and I feel like it's going to be my UFC debut. Actually, I feel always the same way. Every fight is like a UFC debut, so I want to go there and give as much, show to people who I am. And I remember my debut, like, baby, they let you shine, go and shine, show them who you are. Who is Joanna from Poland,
I was going to say, you had been going for a very long time without a very long extended break, so I would have to imagine that was probably very good for you just to kind of disconnect and step away for a little while.
Yes, sir. I visited 7 countries, and right after the fight, I go 3 days to Miami because I have my favorite hotel over there. I love to relax over there. And after that, I go for 5 days to Poland. I will be super busy with media, sponsorship. Of course, I'm going to see my family and friends. But like 5 days later, I go to Bali for 2 weeks. So it's going to be my 8th country on 5th continent. So that's amazing, And I really enjoy myself this year. And I've been working. I know people heard about me after I became UFC champion, but it's a beautiful year because I turned 32, and I promised to my friend that it's going to be the best year of our lives, and because I had to go, I went through some difficulties in my personal life for the last 2 years, but I feel so strong. I feel like I cleared the patch. My head is clear, and I have strong head, strong heart. And the thing is that I've been training for 16 years. I've been in this business for 16 years, so I know what does it mean to be an athlete, and I approach a lot. I made it from nothing to something, but I forgot about myself. I forgot about Joanna and woman and human. I was like, just keep on going. I know people are like, oh, it's the longest break in your career. Yeah, but when you look back, I had 3 fights in 2018, so I was jumping from camp to camp. I spent 7 months in the United States, share my life between Poland and States. Before I became a UFC fighter, MMA fighter, I did almost 100 fights in Muay Thai and MMA. So always on the road, always competing, always doing weight cuts. But I love it, man. I'm not complaining, but I needed this. I needed a break, and everyone deserves a break sometimes. And I'm very happy I made this decision because I just feel great.
So when you took the break, did you have a set amount of time that you knew, I want to be away from this long, or is it just one of those things where you're like, I'm taking a break, and when I feel ready to come back, I'm going to come back?
Yes, it was like this. UFC was with me, and then I was like, baby, take as much as you need, and you've been so active, and they, I'm very thankful and grateful to them, and I'm happy that they understand. They know my legacy. They know what I have done to them. This is what I always say. I work a lot for the UFC. I give as much. I get as much as well. I get back, and I'm very proud of being a UFC athlete. It was always my dream. 5th anniversary, amazing year. So
your comeback fight is against Michelle Waterson. Is that a fight that you wanted, or did they approach you with it and say, "Hey, we got an idea. Would you like to fight her?"
Yeah, it was somehow idea, and Michelle Waterson is a very, very well-rounded fighter. She's a great athlete, and this fight was the fight to make. People love the idea. We headlining the show. It means a lot. It means that we have a value, that The fans love us, and we want to give the best fight ever.
So what has getting back into the groove, getting back into fight camp been like for you after spending so much time away? Was it like, riding a bike, so to speak, you were able to just jump back in, or was there a little bit of an adjustment period to get back into fight mode?
You know what? I wanted to. I'm a born fighter, so I don't have problem with that. But you know what? I can go on holiday. I'm back to the gym, and I have better condition than the athletes who are about to fight. I'm gifted athlete with the condition, and I always work so hard. Sometimes I even work too much. Before every camp, I'm like quality over quantity. Tell me this. I've been doing this for 16 years, and I never do that. I always work hard. But this is how I am, and I need to work my ass hard for myself to know that. To make myself feel like, yeah, you have done everything, So before I step the octagon, I always tell myself, girl, go and have fun. Doesn't matter you win or you lose, just go and have fun. Show them who you are. You've been working so hard for this. You cannot like question yourself if you're ready, if you're fast, if you're strong. No, you have done everything. So go there and enjoy, because the hard work is done so many weeks before the fight, and the fight is just the cherry on the top. I had the time finally this year, last few months, I had the time to learn, because when you jump from camp to camp, you focus on your next opponent, next fight. You don't have time, too much time to learn new things. And this time I had, my wrestling got better with Mikey Brown. American Top Team took the award of the best gym of the year, second year in a row. Mikey Brown, the coach of the year for the second year in a row, and that's amazing. And I feel like my grappling game got better after training with multiple BJJ world champion Cesare Matuda. I'm sharp. I was sharpening my tools, so I can make my opponents quick in the octagon. First one is coming on Saturday.
That's what I was going to bring up, was with you having all that time away, was there something you worked on? Because you already had a very well-rounded game to begin with, but I know as fighters, you guys are always looking for ways to improve, ways to get better, and it's obvious that was some of what you did during your time away.
Yes, it's not like, of course, sometimes you're getting sick of what you're doing in your life, It doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're an athlete, if you're a teacher, if you're a businessman, but, my big passion and big hobby became my job. So even when I'm working, sometimes I'm tired physically and mentally. I feel like I'm not working, but it's a hard work, and every single day. But, I used to struggle myself. I used to do this only for fun, and I used to not have money, spend money, work, train, spending money on sport, have nothing in my life. I used to be broken, but sooner or later the hard work will pay off, and I'm living my best life right now, and I'm very blessed.
So, real quick, Saturday, you against Michelle Waterson. Talk me through it. How do you vision in your head the fight going down on Saturday?
Like I said, Michelle Waterson is a very well-rounded fighter, good striker. So it's a matchup between two strikers. She has very good body hip throw. She has good control on the ground, and she is looking for submission. But she knows how to switch the position. Definitely, her right leg is the strongest leg. Very fast kicks and fast, powerful kicks. Good footwork. But I feel like I'm improving. I improve a lot with my footwork this camp, and like with the reach of my punches, the power of my punches. I sit lower, so my punches are more juicy and crispy. I kick harder. I was training with Ernesto Hust in Holland, who used to train back in a day, and under him, Ernesto Hust, the legendary K1 fighter, I used to started winning big Muay Thai trophies, Muay Thai World Championship titles. So I gonna put on more combos, and after that make her tired, because condition is my side, and pick my punches and make her quit. That's the goal. We have a perfect plan, but you have a plan till the first punch, and then you have to be a warrior. You have to be a fighter. Take the fight second by second.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it on Saturday. Joanna, good luck. Thanks for talking to me today.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Again, that was Joanna Jedrzejczyk, former UFC Women's Strawweight Champion. She gets back into the cage coming up this Saturday against Michelle Waterson. It goes down from Tampa, Florida on ESPN+. You can find out more information about ESPN Plus by going to ESPN.com. The preliminary card gets underway at 5 o'clock on Saturday. The main card, 8 o'clock on Saturday night on ESPN Plus. Again, headlined by Joanna Jedrzejczyk against Michelle Waterson. Thanks again to Joanna for joining me today on 93.5 Max, Maximum Classic Rock.